YouTube, what it is. So today I'm doing 2 slabs of ribs. This one right here is gonna be a Texas rub that I made. All it is 50/50 kosher salt and pepper. So I had already pre-trimmed and took all my fat off. So only thing I gotta do right here is season and get that rub on there. Now mind you, this is the night before I actually smoked. I don't like using binders. No problem to the people who do. If you do, you know it is what it is. Me, I always prefer to just season the night before. I like to wake up in the morning and see my meat sweating. Um, like I say, it's nothing against people who use binders. I just prefer to season the night before. So also what you want to do is pat. If you're looking at what I'm doing, I'm patting. You don't want to rub that season in because you will have spots and it'll mess up your bark and your, taste of your meat. So I prefer to pat, season it all over, back and front and back. Um, it's not competition style ribs, so membrane I always score it. I never have removed the membrane itself, so I don't even know the difference. I haven't had a problem with scoring it. If somebody know anything, any good valid reason besides competition to remove the membrane, let me know. I generally just score my ribs. So like I say, this is gonna be the Texas style. It's only salt and pepper. Um, I never done it this way before. This will be my first time doing the Texas style. So yeah, I'm just still patting, making sure that rub is in there. Make sure it penetrates the meat. Now this piece, I think that's what they use to make rib tips. I'm new to this smoking thing, to be honest, but I chopped it off. I didn't want it staying on there. Um, I am gonna use it for personal reasons, just to eat myself. That's why you see me seasoning it. I felt like it was a good piece of meat to not just waste, so I'll throw it on there. You see I'm seasoning it up, getting it ready for the smoker in the morning. This will be the second slab of ribs. I made some pork rubs. So I'm getting out of the habit of buying rubs. I rather control what's in there. So like with this rub, I know since I'm looking for more of a bark, I didn't want to use any sugar. Nothing against sugar or brown sugar, but sugar tends to burn quicker. Um, so yeah, I prefer to just not use sugar. Plus, I'm a diabetic, and as you see, the meat is kind of already starting to sweat. In the FYI, it's not necessarily needed to season the back. But here is the chicken thighs. I made my own chicken rub. Um, simple seasonings combined. There's nothing extravagant. But I had already trimmed the fat off of the chicken thighs and squared it off. When you make chicken thighs, when you're cutting it, your chicken should look like almost a square when you get all that fat. This is my favorite cut of the chicken, to be honest with you. I love chicken thighs. Every time I fire my smoker up, usually have chicken thighs. I am thinking about getting into catering, guys, so these videos will get better as in quality. I was extremely tired when I was seasoning this. I had just got off of work and had to go pick up some wood for the morning cook and had to pick up the meat and season the meat. So yeah, I was extremely tired, so I wasn't doing any audio as I was shooting. And plus, most of these clips went to my TikTok, which just had backdrop music. So here I'm seasoning. I made a mistake and seasoned the top first. This is the second batch of chicken. As you see, I seasoned the bottom first this time. You'll see I flip it over. I prefer to season the bottom first because when you flip it, you won't lose any seasoning. You see how I flip it over, I have to season the top now. I prefer to do it that way, like I say, because if you season the top first, I don't know if you saw it, but I had to season it again once I flipped it back over the first time. So at this point, I'm just making sure I get a good coat of rub on there. Ain't nothing like some good flavor. I'm gonna eventually try less rub and more like salt and pepper to get the true flavor of smoke, because the rub kind of covers up, the flavor. It was raining, never mind that, but that is gonna be some good old pecan wood, however you say it. That's all I use. Got a good cold bed getting cooked up right there. So this next clip, I'm gonna show you the clean fire. That is the most important part of the cook. You see that fire burning, but yet you don't see any smoke. It's okay to see some smoke, but that real super thick smoke you don't want. That makes all this seasoning and rub irrelevant with a dirty smoke. I would like to roll between 225 and 250, 275. As you see, the smoke is still clean. This here, we was 3 hours in. This is my first time looking at them. You see that pull back on there. You want to let the smoke, just let it do its thing, man. Manage the fire, no peaking, minimum peaking. So at 3 hours, I go ahead and start spritzing 50-50 water and apple cider vinegar. Look at that. You got good color already. Pull back. I switched them around. I don't know if you noticed that. Just for an even cook. So skipping along, it's time to wrap. I usually wrap when they hit like 165. I still haven't got a for sure method on how I want to wrap. One time I tried little brown sugar and spritz. This is my first time trying butter. It turned out okay, to be honest. I want to try other ways. I want to try like some pork. What is it? Tallow, not tallow. Lard, pork lard. I want to try that next time. The butter was okay. It just didn't look the best to me. So right here I did the butter and the spritz. Wrapped it up. Put it back on there till it hit 205, 203, 205, something like that. Maybe next time I'll try without wrap. One wrap, one without wrap. We'll see. I'm still in the learning phase. Here go my favorite part of the cook. And also, guys, it was not a windy day, so I didn't have much wind. So you see I got my fan pointing at my firebox to help. And as you see that smoke, you don't see no smoke. That was a clean fire. That fan helped me create oxygen flow. I didn't keep it on there because I didn't want to get up to 400 degrees. But a little assistance without it having any wind out there. As you saw, it was a clean fire. So right here, these are done. Like I say, you see that kind of yellowish color, like that. Yeah, I didn't like the presentation on that. The taste was wonderful, but that butter with the presentation, it didn't look too good to me. Now, it ain't nothing to do but to cut them things up and taste them, I didn't taste it on camera, but it was good. My youngest son, eating on it for days. My mom ate some. My sister ate some. My brother ate some. Yeah, I barely ate any ribs. Yeah, I gave most of this stuff away, but it was delicious. This is the second rack. This is the second rack right here. Let's open that thing up. Look at that. And as you can see how wobbly it is, it's very tender. So this is, I believe, the Texas style right here. I think that's the Texas style. And it looked like, in my opinion, the butter messed up the bark. I'm not sure. That's why I say I want to try a different method next time. But chop those on up and we'll get a good look at that once I get done chopping it up. But overall, ribs were delicious. Good smoke flavor, tender, cooked over a clean fire. That's the best of the best right there. As long as that fire clean, you good. Look at that. Oh yeah. Juicy. Sorry about that. Hellcat riding through. But yeah, man, look at that. That's my favorite cut right there, the chicken. I didn't season the wings the night before because they were still frozen when I bought them. So I had to season these off camera. Of course, we got to throw the sausage and the dogs on there. That's regardless. So that's the outlook. That's the outcome of the wings. Look very good. The thighs. Overall, man, this was a wonderful cook. One of my best ones. And then here's a final look of the product. That is not my macaroni. Got lazy and just ordered from a restaurant. So I do not take credit for that macaroni. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe.